So my name's Evan. I'm one of the assistant wardens on Flathome. So day to day, we have a set of tasks. So we've got weekly goals. So we need to maintain all the buildings. So there's lots of checking electrical, sewage, water, doing daily pumps, stuff like that. And then we also have to do surveys for the animals. So we do lots of welfare checks on the sheep. We do surveys to monitor how many different birds we have, what the population levels of the reptiles, so slow worms and common lizards. I built in posts. That's because the sheep were difficult shedding. This is some of their wool. So this year, because they had such difficulty, we actually had to do a thing called ruing. So one of the ex-shepherd, who's part of Woody's Lodge, who come out here to volunteer with us, he showed us how to do it. And basically, once you get the sheep, you kind of just peel it off because they shed themselves. So this all came off of what they couldn't get off themselves. Now that we've got this, we can do a mixture of things with it. We're going to use some of it for the garden because it helps stop the because we've got quite a large rabbit population. It will stop them eating some of the things like the leeks, so our wild leek population. There's lots of other things we can do with it. So we were looking at ways to treat it, and then we could use it for begonias, more like carpeting and stuff like that. We get to set up lots of our own little projects. So my project personally was for the sheep. I built scratching posts for them because they were struggling to shed themselves. So what we did was we got all the tools together, kind of made a whole day of it, and we placed 2 posts in the ground, added some brush heads, so that's good for them to scratch. So each of the volunteers here, we all get our own little projects that we get to do. So today, Simon will be doing his project. So my personal favourite period of time when I was here is when all the birdwingers came out. So they all visited the island. They did a long weekend here. So they came on a Thursday, I believe, and left Sunday. When they were here under the guidance of the 2 main birdwingers, we were able to catch loads of chicks and tag them all. So specifically for Flathome, we also did metal rings, which are more specific for general birds, and that kind of helps us monitor where they go, how they do things. So we can track them. So there are some that go as far as Portugal and Spain, some live in Cardiff. But it's quite interesting to see where these birds travel, and being part of that process was really quite something. So I've always had a passion for animals. I did zoology at university, and I did work in a safari park for a while, and I kind of wanted to further my career in conservation work. To get into that sort of work, you need to have experience, and this is a great opportunity with you learn lots of stuff here, you get qualifications out of it, and it's all paid for. So it's a voluntary role, so I am unpaid, but it's the experience you gain is really worth it. So after this, I'm hoping to kind of further my career in this same sort of field. So I've been here since February, and I'm coming up to the end of my stint now. So each volunteer we have roughly a 6-month stint. It can be a bit longer, a bit shorter up to each one, but I'm coming to the end of mine now. Because of this role, we get lots of experience, and after this, I'm hoping to actually get a full-time job doing similar work to what the head warden here does, Megan. So I'll be off hopefully with the Wildlife Trust. So shortly I'll be having an interview with them and getting a job after this.